Well, Speed World was in Ireland, in Cork, for the 8th round of the 500 World Motocross Championship. Course open to 502 strokes and up to 654 strokes. These bikes giving up to around 70 horsepower with fairly lightweight, something around 100 kilograms, all water-cooled, of course. And it's Peter Johansson of Husqvarna who sets the best time in Group A practice.
Looks like right now Smets and King, they are the best two riders for the moment, so I have to try to catch Lacher again and be third.
Johansson 4th in the championship. Second time in the Group A goes to Joel Schmetz, championship leader. He's 8 points in front of Shane King, but he's got himself a little injury, he told us. The Husaberg rider, having had some stitches. 2 weeks ago I raced in Belgium, he said, and I had a fairly big fall in practice. Hurt my arm, but I've got no problems today. Doesn't hurt anymore.
J'ai coupé mon coude, on a dû recoudre et ouais, ça fait plus mal, ça sera pas de problème pour aujourd'hui.
The 4th time in the group indeed goes to Shane King on KTM, second in the series. He was hoping his brother Darryl was going to help him to the title.
Right now, like, I can win the championship on my own, but the last Grand Prix, I'm sure if Darryl was in front and I needed the points to win the World Championship, I'm 100% sure that Darryl would help me, and I hope he would. And if it was him, I would help him to win the World Championship. He's my brother.
We asked the same question of Darryl King. Would he help Shane if it was the other way around? He's best in Group B.
I don't think at this stage that I'll need to help Shane because he's riding really well. But if things start to happen in the last couple of Grand Prix where someone is helping Joel out to ride dirty or something, maybe I'll get in the way and help a little bit. But apart from that, I'll let him do his job. That's all I can do. I've got a job to do, and that's to try and get to 3rd place. So I think he's capable of doing what he has to do to win the championship.
Shane on KTM, Darryl on Honda. Johan Bonen. Oh, he falls in practice on his Husqvarna. There's a lot of Irish riders, of course, present. Those like TM rider Mark Farley. There's one veteran still doing the circuits, Giovanni Cavatotta. Tells us why he does it.
Alors, bonjour, je suis Cavatotta.
Hello.
Giovanni d'Italie.
I'm Giovanni Cavatotta, he says. I come from Italy. I've been riding in the World Championship for 15 years.
15 années que je roule champion du monde. Aujourd'hui, la position en championnat, c'est pas.
Actually, I'm not very good at it. I only race for fun, and this is my last year. But oh well, I'm enjoying it.
Fini bien l'année, et c'est tout. Au revoir. Merci.
Well, this being Ireland, it rains and it rains. Right before the race. The one man who's happy is Didier Lacher, the Honda rider who is the German motocross champion. So started the first race in terrible conditions. Who gets the whole shot? Oh, it's confused because there's a big coming together in the first corner. Involved is Chris Berman, Jackie Martins, James Marsh, Rupert Wagner, Dirk Macklinger and Dirk Hoch. Bad start for Lacher as well. There he is on the 16 bike. Despite saying how much he likes the rain, well, someone's not going on there. Some very unhappy riders. Goikens and Dirkstein also. Well, Pignotti, Attilio Pignotti, the Honda rider from Italy, is now ahead of Gert van Dorn, Johansson and Bonen. So Berman's earlier fall not harming him at all in qualifying. Other favourites way back, and just look at the mud. Shane King in the pack. Joel Schmetz is a long way back too, and conditions are getting worse and worse. Peter Johansson now takes the lead. We think it's Peter Johansson ahead of Daryl King, Gert van Doorn, and Attilio Pignotti in 4th place. Martins is 9th rather, and Shane King in 12th. Things are getting so bad now, nobody can see. Joel Schmetz. He's taking his goggles off. The Irish, look at that, hardly dressed for it, but they're enjoying it. Daryl King in 2nd place, takes off his goggles. He can't see any more now. And just look at Chris Berman on the Honda there. Well, Daryl King still leading ahead of Martins and Johansson.
So I think we've got the first late riders through, certainly.
And Joel Schmetz a long way back, out of the top 10.
Could be Jackie Martins moving up there with Jackie Martins.
Schmetz in danger of losing his championship lead. Oh, Higdratas, he's had enough.
Well, there's your 7th place, man. On the previous lap.
And leader Daryl King retards. He's got problems. The bike has stopped. So Daryl King stops on the circuit. So it's Jackie Martins wins for Husqvarna from Peter Johansson of Husqvarna, and Shane King on KTM finishing in 3rd place. Schmetz finishes a lowly 12th. Well, Jackie Martins tells us about the race.
Dirty, but I had a good goggle and I keep the complete race, the goggle on, and that's why I can catching everybody.
Il y avait vraiment des flaques, à mon avis, qui étaient
Well,
à peu près.
Joel Schmetz, there was so much water on the track. In places, it must have been half a metre deep.
Quelquefois, j'ai pensé que j'étais en train de faire.
Wasn't motocross, he said, but jet skiing.
Vraiment incroyable.
Well, the rain eased off a little bit. Slightly less mud for the 2nd race. But Johansson gets the whole shot. Ah, but it's Jackie Martins is down. Martins and Tybers, they both go down. So what a disastrous start for the winner of the 1st race. Danny Tybers tangling with him. And Johansson has that best start ahead of the King brothers. Daryl King just ahead of Shane King, then Gert van Doorn, Didi Lacher and Peter Johansson. The Kings move up, and leader now Daryl King from Shane King. Shane on the number 9 KTM, Daryl on the number 3 Honda. Well, there doesn't seem to be that much less mud around. If you're following someone, it's just as bad. Gert van Doorn 3rd ahead of Didi Lacher, but Didier Lacher, as we saw in the DM Interdus recently, has a stomach upset and he retires yet again. He's feeling sick again. Still no better, unfortunately. Well, Shane King, his KTM smoking now because he's got mud all inside the exhaust. It's not slowing him down though. Daryl King, and look at this becoming flooded. The rain has come back and everybody is struggling now. As Joel Schmetz said, more like a jet ski course. But somehow, Daryl King still leading. Shane King still 2nd. That smoking exhaust cured itself now, caused no problems. There indeed is Shane. And Daryl King takes the win ahead of his brother Shane, with Gert van Doorn for Honda in 3rd place. And Shane King takes the lead in the championship It's a complete disaster for this weekend. Joel Schmetz 12th in the first race and only 9th in this one.
I was second after the start, followed Peter Johansson out of the first corner, and his bike broke on the second lap. I think he had a clutch problem by the sounds of it. And I took the lead and just fought off Shane, the charges that he put on me on the first few laps because he was going real fast. And I just stayed in the front.
This was probably one of the worst mud races I've ever ridden, and it was so slippery and rocky and really, really rough. And it was really a challenging race.
My race was very good, and I'm surprised I'm third total. And I've been now 6th in the World Championship, moving up 2 places, and I hope to be in the first 5 this year.
So Shane King wins the Irish Grand Prix and now leads the championship by 13 points ahead of Joel Schmetz. Next Grand Prix, Belgium, Namur. Schmetz is home. Can he do better? Well, that's been Speedwell. This has been Mark Cole. Don't forget, an action-packed weekend. Belgian Grand Prix on Eurosport. Practice Friday, qualifying Saturday. The race on Sunday. We'll be there. Make sure you are on Eurosport.